to Congressman Pocan earlier today, and I think it's pretty important. Judge Bret Kavanaugh, 2 years ago, went out of his way. He was talking to a conservative group. Went out of his way to say he wants to knock down the Supreme Court ruling that supports the existence of an independent special counsel who can investigate the White House. He wants to end that. And this was 2 years ago that he wanted to end that. And I believe, as I said, when Trump was going through his 5 top picks and his 6 top picks and his 20 top picks, and I went through that list, and I told you on this program several days in a row he was going to pick Bret Kavanaugh, because Bret Kavanaugh was the one guy who had said that the president should be able to fire the special counsel. And that if he was on the Supreme, he didn't say explicitly that if he was on the Supreme Court, he would support the president firing the special counsel, but any idiot could infer that. And, I certainly fall into that qualification, so that was easy for me to figure out. I mean, this isn't rocket science, right? This is from a piece by Manu Raju, CNN's senior congressional correspondent. It was forwarded to me by Chuck Schumer's office, but it's a CNN piece from July 18. The headline, Trump Supreme Court pick, I would put the nail in ruling upholding independent counsel. And here's the exact quote from the article. Asked at an American Enterprise Institute event. The American Enterprise, by the way, is one of these big corporate front groups, right-wing think tanks. They represent themselves as they and their buddies are now contributing a lot of money to NPR, and so they're on NPR all the time. But this is just another one of these libertarian Koch-type front organizations for the hard right. Asked at and for the corporate America, asked at an American Enterprise Institute event in March of 2016 if he could think of a case that deserved, a Supreme Court case that deserved to be overturned, Kavanaugh said yes. Asked if he could specify a case, Kavanaugh first responded no, prompting laughter from the audience, but then he volunteered this. Actually, Kavanaugh said, I'm going to say one. Morrison v. Olson. It's been effectively overruled, but I would put the final nail in it. Now, Morrison v. Olson is the decision, the Supreme Court decision, that said that the special counsel that was investigating Bill Clinton, Ken Starr, could continue his work. And Bret Kavanaugh says he wants to end that. The Koch brothers just committed publicly $1 million to getting Bret Kavanaugh on the Supreme Court. So expect to see a lot of these ads coming down the road. I just want to point an article out to you, by the way, in the New Republic. It's titled Trump's Russian Laundromat. And it's basically about going all the way back to 1984, how Trump was basically in the money laundering business for corrupt oligarchs, not uniquely Russians, but certainly a lot of them. And, which brings us back to my question / hypothesis. Why is Trump behaving the way he is? Is he doing it simply because he desperately needs the money of the Russian oligarchs who have been supporting and propping him up all these years, and he needs his basic business model as a criminal business model? This guy is, running a RICO operation, a money laundering operation. Is it that? Or is it that he has, he's being blackmailed somehow? Or that he's just decided, hey, strongman governments work better than democracies? We'll discuss that in the next hour, but we'll be back.